To God be the glory. We thank him for waking us up today and giving us another chance of life. November 20th, Wednesday, midweek. We are in Nehemiah, the 5th chapter, and it's talking about Nehemiah's resume or track record. While he was governor, he talked about how he didn't eat the food that was allotted to him, being in the position of leader. No, he refused to take the food allowance because the governors from before him would make life difficult. And the governors would take food from the people and some silver, and they would take advantage. Those governors would take advantage of their power over the people. But it says in Nehemiah 5, what verse is this? 15, I didn't do that. And the other version says, and my brethren have not eaten the bread of the governors, because in verse 15, because of the fear of God that was in me. What are you refusing to do at your job today? Maybe maybe your boss or coworkers or project wants you to compromise, but it's because ultimately that your real boss, amen, you're working for the Lord, not unto men. So I know today I was like, Lord, if you don't tell me to go to work, I'm going to stay in this bed because I feel bad last night when I was going to sleep. But the Lord strengthened me. He said, Michelle, get your tail out that bed. I will strengthen you. If you can't make it during the day, you leave. But remember when you were on the picket lines and you longed to be in a classroom, to be in front of those children, to prepare them for high school, reading music and preparing for their art portfolio? You are working unto me, right? So Nehemiah in verse 16 says, yea, also I continued in the work of this wall. That was his project at hand. Neither bought we any land, and all my servants were gathered thither unto the work. So that is the testimony of his work life, his career. And the most beautiful thing was the last verse in this chapter, Nehemiah's prayer. And I know that this is your prayer too. In verse 19, it says, O Lord, think upon me, my God, for good, according to all that I have done, my track record. Think upon me for this people, all that I have done for the children, all that I have done for the customers, whoever is in front of you. It is not for a paycheck. It is for the end recipient so that they receive some good and God gets all the glory. Hallelujah. We are in Psalms 20, and the Lord's promise is when we give to him our efforts, he will give us. It says, the Lord hear thee in the day of trouble. If you're sick, if you're weary, the name of God will defend you, send thee help from the sanctuary, and strengthen thee out of Zion. God strengthened me to get up. Like I said, I didn't set my alarm. I said, Lord, I'm not going to get up unless you tell me to, because I'm not feeling well. He said, Michelle, get up. He strengthened me. Remember all thy sacrifices and offerings. Grant me according to thy own heart, and fulfill all thy counsel in me. Some trust in chariots, that's in verse 7. Some trust in horses, but who are we going to remember? We will remember the name of the Lord, our God, who is our saving strength. The verse before that, he will hear from his holy heaven with the saving strength of his right hand. Just like Nehemiah refused to eat the food that was, a daily allowance, and he continued to work. And he was focused. Same thing happened to Daniel. Remember when he was in Babylon and he purposed in his heart not to defile himself with the king's meat. What are you purposing in your heart to do today as you're going to work? God has some things that you need to accomplish, but we have to listen to his promptings. Remember in Isaiah 30:21, it says there will be a voice behind you who will lead you, who will tell you, go right, go left. Don't go there. Stay here. Yeah. Approach her. Okay, go talk. Send this email. Don't hit that send button. Delete that. God will lead us. Oh, that is a marvelous thing. He is so true to his word. And we can enjoy the victory because he is present with us. And he will build our career, our resume, our track record. Enjoy the blessings of the Lord. And represent him in everything you do.